Sorry about that. Hello everyone, it's me, Red Boy Mikhail 141F Productions here. And today I'm back with another live stream today. Before we start, here's some rules. There'll be no bullying, no drama, no nothing. Just talk to friends and show something. But don't show anything inappropriate or text something inappropriate in the private chat. Anyways, how's everyone been doing today? Okay, this is what I just said. Okay, then. Sorry about that. So, I'm gonna be waiting on some people. While I do that, I'm gonna show off my puppets. No, not my puppets. I mean my plushes. Okay, then, I just showed that. Sorry. Okay, then, you guys. Let me see. I just told Trying Boy 11 good job on his community post. And I have to say, he did very good. And Train Boy 11, if you're what? No! What do you mean, no? He did pretty good. Are you telling him that he did bad? Come on. Don't say that his content is bad. No. Man, no. I don't know who you are, but stop. Sorry about that. Again. I wonder what's up with her. I wonder what's up with them. That's strange, isn't it? Okay. Oh, Margazilla.
Hey,
Margazilla. Happy Martin
hey,
Luther King Jr. Day.
you too. Uh, Thankfully, I'm off of school. That's the thing, you know?
Yep. So how's your
So,
day been going?
it's been going good. Trainboy11 made another video for me. One of the
Oh,
theme songs of one of my newest characters I made.
can I tell you something?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I got Gordon my own allowance, and he'll be coming on Monday next week.
Cool.
Yep. But it hasn't shipped yet, but I'll check after the stream.
Oh, okay.
There's another one of my seals.
Aww.
You know
So
why I love
cute.
seals so much?
You already told me they're your favorite animal.
Yeah. I want to show you a video of a baby seals.
I've seen plenty of videos of baby seals.
Mm-hmm. Baby bicow seals. You know what my favorite of them most of all? Baby bicow seals.
I don't know that species, but they sound really cute.
Okay. Wait, just a sec. Oh, I hate ads.
Yeah, me too. Aww, that is so cute. Look
Yeah,
at
I
baby.
know.
Yeah.
I think it's baby Nico.
Aw, so cute. Yes, he is.
Aww. This should be turned into a cartoon or something.
Yeah, so cute.
This makes me want to cry.
Oh. Oh, they're so big. Their eyes are so big.
Aww. Isn't Nico so cute? These are one of my favorite types of seals because of their eyes.
Yeah, their eyes are so big. They're so
They're like
cute.
anime eyes.
Yeah, they sure are. Y'all.
It looks like a doll or a plush.
Yeah,
I want to get more
so
seal
cute.
plushes.
Yeah.
Did you like it that he was trying to bite the camera?
Oh, I didn't see that. I was texting Trainboy11 about the stream and stuff.
Oh.
Sorry.
I hope to get one of. I hope I get a seal as a pet.
Oh, I doubt you could keep a seal as a pet. No offense. Because, I mean, they're not meant to be in people's homes. They're supposed to be in the wild. Not to mention, they're aquatic.
What's that mean?
They live in the ocean.
Do they breathe water?
No, no, no. They breathe air. They're mammals.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like us. They have to come to the surface in order to breathe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm a seal lover, though. I wish I could keep one, because I wish the law would allow us to keep one. But Don't worry. I'll give it a big pull and
Yeah.
give it salt water. But I heard from Google that you can keep a pet, but you have to take care of it well.
Yeah. Not to mention you have to feed a seal fish.
Yeah.
They
They
eat
love
fish.
fish.
Mhm.
Sorry, that was my dog.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Did you hear him bark?
Yeah, I heard him.
He's very blonde, though. Did you
You
remember that?
mean he's blind?
No, blonde, like the color.
Oh, cool.
Did you like it that I showed you that troublesome truck?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I mean, Trey Boy's Train Boy 11's reaction was really funny. The way he cracked up like that, it was so funny.
Guess what? Scarlowy Entertainment Productions Inc. Family Entertainment is one. He's one of my friends,
Cool.
but he borrows videos from people. But hey, he doesn't have he cannot make videos because I don't know how, but he can make videos. It's just that he gives credit to them, maybe sometimes, or I don't know. But I'm friends with him and I support him. But even though I'm not a fan of copywriting, I'm there for a friend. Hey, Margazilla,
Yeah.
does your mom have to borrow your money sometimes?
No. I don't even have that much money to begin with. Why would you think that?
Well, because this morning my mom needs some money for the laundromat.
Oh, I think we got a comment.
I don't
Is
know. I don't know what he's saying.
uh he's I could he's from Brazil. He speaks Portuguese, but I don't understand Portuguese.
Me
Sorry.
neither.
Oh, great. Knew this would happen.
What do you think about this engine?
Oh, that's cool. You left the stream for a second. You
Uh,
disappeared.
I don't know what happened. So Margazilla,
Yeah,
Margazilla.
yeah.
Oh, I was just checking on you. But what's your favorite kind of seals? Like sea lions?
That's a toughie. I guess my favorite are the Arctic harp seals because their babies are all white and so fluffy. They're so cute.
Uh-huh. Bicow seals can be white and fluffy, just like them. But they can be, but I just learned it was a baby bicow seal. And you love seals too.
Mhm.
Do you wish Margazilla, did you wish
Y-
that are dragons real? They used to be real?
Well, I mean, I hope they're real, but of course, that it's practically impossible for a creature like them to exist. I mean, no animal could breathe fire, let alone let alone no uh, let alone no reptiles have 6 limbs, the which means the dragons have their front legs, their back legs, and their wings, which is 6 limbs altogether, basically. Because,
Mhm.
2 arms, 2 legs, 2 wings. Makes
Okay.
6. Hmm.
What should I name this engine?
Uh, that is up to you, because I don't really know. Sorry.
Well, maybe I'll call him Grand, because he's old.
Oh, okay.
And in my universe, Grand is one of the oldest engines on the Mississippi state line.
Cool.
Because did you know that the Mississippi state line has mixed up engines from other countries? And some of
That
them used to be narrow gauge, but they were converted into standard gauge so they can run.
cool.
And Mr. Michael is one of the controllers. Hey,
Hey,
Trainboy 11.
Oh,
hey, what's
Train
up?
Boy. Train Boy. I thought you weren't coming on the stream.
Well, I thought I wanted to check on you for a bit. I just wanted to ask how you're doing.
Oh,
I'm doing
I'm
great.
doing good. I'm doing good. Camera isn't working.
I understand of how that feels.
Mhm. Anyways, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
Hey, Trainboy 11, look at my profile picture.
That's very nice, Max. How'd you do that?
No, I didn't do that. I took a screenshot from trains.
Oh,
But this was from a, a video, but I don't know. But this engine looks pretty nice in my opinion. I call
yeah.
him Grand. In my universe, Grand is an experimental engine to have cranking pins.
Oh, I see.
And he was one of the first engines on the Mississippi state line to work.
Oh, guys, somebody wants to say hello.
Oh, who is it?
Princess Margaret.
Princess Margaret?
Yeah.
Where? I don't see her in the comments.
Hang on. She's coming. Hang on. Howdy, y'all. How's it going?
Hello, Margazil. Hello there.
It's Princess Margaret.
Oh, Princess Margaret. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to join the live stream if that's okay with y'all.
Oh, Margazil. Princess Princess Margaret.
Hmm?
Margaret.
Hmm?
I'm Max.
Nice to meet you, Max. And I already know about you, Trainboy 11. Thank you for making my theme song. I'm really grateful, along with my siblings and my friends.
Yeah, well, not to mention, I do have a 3985 in my universe, and his name is Baron.
I saw.
Did you
I saw
preserve him?
Huh?
Trainboy 11, did you preserve him?
Yeah, well, Baron is in my universe, and he's currently being restored right now.
Oh, just like me, but I've been restored quicker. It turns out one of Margie's other
Oh,
friends. Uh, it
he's
turns out one of
happy.
It turns out one of Margie's other friends, named Rogue, he's a Titan. He has the ability to make stuff out of bones, Titan bones, which are practically indestructible.
Hey,
So,
Trainboy 11, guess
Yeah,
what?
Max?
I'm going to get a Gordon. He's $29. I bought Gordon for my own allowance, and he's coming next week on Monday.
ahem!
That's cool.
Oh, sorry, I need to shut my mouth.
As I was saying, Rogue helped rebuild my parts with his Titan bone shapeshifting ability, and I've been put back into Steam thanks to him. If it wasn't for that little Titan, I would have been stuck. I would have been taking years for me to be on my wheels again. And thanks to Margie here, I'm able to be myself. Mhm.
Sorry about that.
Too true, Margaret. Uh, I mean, it's fine, but it's best if you don't interrupt a princess. Princess Margaret is pretty stern about that sort of thing.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I quick talk.
Yeah, just be mindful of who speaks first, okay?
Okay.
And where'd Train Boy 11 go? He disappeared.
I don't know. Maybe he's.
I don't know, Margaret. Maybe he has something to do. Just let him do his thing, okay? Oh, all right. That's fine. Just wanted to know. That's all. Okay.
Maybe paint.
Anyways, uh, aren't aren't you gonna pull the Mile One Express? Oh yeah, I have to do that real quick. It's about time I pull the B&O's Mile One Express. I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
See ya. Well, that was
Hello.
Prince. Oh, hello. Who are you?
I'm Gower.
Hi, Goward. Nice to meet you. I'm Margie. Or
I'm a steam.
Margiezilla.
I'm a steam locomotive from the. I'm a steam locomotive from the CB&Q line.
I I can see that. It's pretty cool.
I used to work on the CB&Q, the Burlington, Northern, and Quincy Railroad, but I was restored by Mr. Michael because I was put in the scrapyard.
Oh, it's a shame. I mean, that's awesome, but it was a shame that you were put in the scrapyard first.
I'm glad 3 of my sisters are still around today,
That's good. That's really good.
because a lot of them have been scrapped and cut up into pieces
Yeah,
because of diesel locomotives that replaced us.
yeah, that's too true.
But now I work on Mr. Michael's line. I pull tourist trains and passenger trains and freight trains.
Cool. I wish you good luck on that.
Yep, and we have some troublemakers that don't like us steam locomotives.
Ah, jeez.
Who doesn't like us the most is Olivia. She causes trouble and derails us.
Is she a steam locomotive or is she a diesel?
No, she's a person.
A person?
Yes,
Oh.
she's very mean and she wants us to be scrapped.
Oh, no, that's just terrible. I hate it when people say that about steam locomotives. Just makes me really upset.
And she told us that we were old and too old to work and we needed to be cut up.
Yeah,
She hurt my feelings because of that.
yeah,
And one time he told Grant that he couldn't work and he said, "Hey."
yeah. Ugh.
And then I said, "Hey, you don't disrespect me like that. I may be old, but I can still work."
Oh. Oh, hello.
Oh, he's telling us how sad steam locomotives are scrapped.
Yeah. But there's no translator thing.
Hello, I'm Grand. I'm one of the oldest steam engines in the Mississippi State Railroad.
Hi, Grant. It's nice to meet you.
I used to I used to work on the Pennsylvania Railroad in my days,
Hmm.
but when the Mississippi State Line was built, they needed me.
Oh, cool. So, what was it like back then? Because I'm a replica challenger. I've only been around for 16 years.
Oh, well, it was there were small and little big steam engines, but the other passenger engines were rude to us, even the Atlantics.
Oh, now that's just mean. Rude engines are the worst. The only rude
Uh-huh.
engine, the only rude engine here at the B&O is Celine. She's a Chesapeake and Ohio Streamliner, numbered 490. She's she's a total brat. She always says that she's better than us and she wishes that she would have gotten restored first instead of the engines in the roundhouse. But the engines in the roundhouse had to be restored first because back in 2003, a huge winter storm caused the roof of the building to collapse, and it crushed most of the engines. Thankfully, none of them were killed.
Oh
Otherwise,
my goodness.
yeah, life can be cruel sometimes. Even though I'm
Uh-huh.
not, even though I'm not, I wasn't built in the 1940s to 50s, I still know pretty darn well that this is a cruel world. I've seen,
Uh-huh.
I've
I
seen
know how
things.
it feels.
Mhm.
And you know what? You want to know a fact about me?
Sure. What is it?
I was built in spare parts. I was built in a workhouse in Philadelphia.
Oh, cool.
I was built for spare parts.
Well, that's useful for the other engines. I mean, but I mean, is that okay with you?
Uh-huh. And there and what I have and when I went to the Mississippi State Railroad, I worked with Gower. The Mississippi State Railroad was completed in 1931.
Cool.
And you know what? Who was one of the two cheeky devils?
Who?
There are two narrow gauge engines that like to play tricks on me.
Oh, what do they do?
They would blow their whistles to wake me up, and I'll say, "Hey, don't wake me up with that." Then they
Oh
would,
yeah,
and they
that's the
would go run,
worst.
and then they'll go running away from me. I wondered how I could get back at them,
Hmm.
and so I told one of the workers that their trains are that they needed to be long enough, and then they were to, and then and when they got the train and went up the mountain, they couldn't do it, and so they asked me to help, but I was standard gauge.
Oh, that is pretty unfair considering the fact that you are standard gauge and they were narrow gauge. That ain't cool.
They were
Not one bit.
Colorado twins.
Colorado twins. Huh.
Yep, they used to work on the Colorado Railroad,
Hmm.
and they needed help, so I just asked
You're saying?
I I asked Tramp, the steam locomotive, the 280. He helped them and told them that he was an old engine too. And while he was helping them, he told them that he was an old steam engine and that they needed to be treated with respect. And they are thankful for good friends and good controllers. And then
That's true.
and then they rolled they rolled along beside me and told them how sorry they were. And then I forgave them.
Mhm.
And that's how I taught their lessons.
That's good. Excuse me.
It's okay. And you know who is a bully to me?
Who?
Olivia. She hates steam engines, even me. She tells me that diesels are better and she said that I'm too old to work and that I need to be scrapped and cut into pieces. And
One of your friends told me about that. Even though, even though I don't kill, I still, I almost feel like at least bumping her.
you know she's not a steam engine, she's a person.
I know that's just it. And if I run her over, I'd be in big trouble. And that's going to be a problem.
But
But
remember this.
I would scold her instead. That or tell the controller about it if she comes to the B&O.
You know what my controller's name is?
Who? What's his
Mr.
name?
Michael. He takes good care of us.
That's good. That's really good. As long as somebody takes good care of you, that's what matters most.
And I went to the in 1935, I went to the Syria Railway where 131 is located. I mean, Syria Railway 31, or I don't know.
Hmm.
He is a 460, and I was put there to help him, and he told me that we could be friends, and then I agreed with him. We felt like brothers, so we call ourselves now. Call him brother, but I was sad to leave. But in 2001, I get to reunite with him.
That's good. That's great. Reuniting with an old friend is the best feeling.
Okay, so do you want to know a fact about me?
What is it?
I was built in 1923 in July, I think, but I don't remember because I'm very old. I'm 99 years old.
Whoa. And Margaret's 79. Oh, here she comes. She's back from the Mall 1 Express. Howdy.
Hello,
Who's this?
I'm
Oh,
Gower.
nice to meet you, Goward. I'm Princess Margaret. Goward?
Well, do you know that I was built in 1923, July 1923?
Oh, I know when all my engines are built. My father, Lord Colossus, keeps track of everyone since he's the king, and he currently lives here. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he lives at the B&O, but he doesn't. He stays at the B&O because Margie is the only operating steam locomotive here, and I'm only visiting just to say hello and stuff like that.
And you know what my closest friends are?
Hmm? Who are they?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, hey? Hmm.
Lorenzo is a rude engine, and you know what? And he's a rude Italian engine.
What did he do?
Well, he says that he can drive without us, and guess what?
He can't.
Yes, and he left his. And you know what he did? The next morning, he left. He drove without his driver and fireman because of a
Oh.
firelighter to start his fire. And you know
Hmm.
what he did?
What did he do? He crashed?
Yes, he crashed straight into a barge and landed
Oh,
on it.
jeez.
And Mr. Michael gave him a good scolding.
Serves him right.
And you know what was his punishment?
What was his punishment?
He needed to pull freight instead of passengers.
Serves him right. When I get into trouble, I immediately apologize, but most of it's accidental. None of it's on purpose.
Oh, okay.
The only the only time I got trouble on purpose was because my little cousin Oscar, the 844, was annoying me like crazy, and I rammed him so hard he derailed. Of course, I was scolded by Mr. Ed Dickens afterwards, who is now currently the engineer for my big brother Fedor, and he's currently in Cheyenne, Wyoming, waiting for his next excursion. I wonder when that'll happen. I don't know. I don't know.
And guess what?
Hmm.
When I was very younger, I learned a lot, and I learned about old steam engines being replaced with big ones, and I taught them.
Hmm.
And you know what?
Hmm.
I'm happy that was built, because one of one of the controllers needed me.
Same here, 'cause during World War II, they needed bigger engines to pull the heavy loads, like materials of war, food, other stuff, just to make sure nothing bad happens, to make sure everything works right. And so, and because of that, we won against Hitler. And so, boom, Here
Yeah,
we are
Hitler was
now.
a mean person.
No kidding. He was a monster
Yeah,
in the
what
form
he
of a
did.
human.
For what he did to the Jews.
Yeah, I don't get it why people hate Jews so much. What is that?
Their people are sometimes just rude and stupid.
You're right about that. But, I mean, the Jews are hated for a reason. I just don't know why. I'll have to ask someone sooner or later. But I mean, I heard that the way they were killed is really disturbing. I don't even
Yeah,
want to think about it. I
I
could
know.
only imagine the look on the faces of those engines in Germany when they saw it happen. Poor guys were traumatized.
And you know what?
Hmm?
I helped out during World War II. I came to Germany so I can fight Hitler and his Nazi party.
That's good.
And you know
Showing.
what? I heard from one of the German engines that Jews are going to be killed.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? One night I saw some Jews pleading me and begging for me to help them. Then I was
And you.
like, I shouldn't leave those there. They need my help. And so I snuck them out of the concentration camps, and then I told them to be quiet so that they can not get caught.
Right.
And
Of
guess what? I
course.
led them onto a ship heading to America.
And the plan worked?
Yep,
Excellent.
they're gonna be safe there.
That's great.
I snuck five a lot of freight cars of Jews in there, and they were left in there for. And then the Nazis tried to know who stole them, but they don't know it's me.
That was a really close call though, because if you've been caught, you've been in serious trouble.
And you know what?
Hmm?
I was caught stealing one of them, and one of the engines decided to destroy me.
Mm.
I ran for my life, and guess what?
What?
One of the Briton was there, and then they bombed one of the engines, and they exploded.
Oh, jeez.
And then I
That.
thanked the Briton for their heroic deed. And they said, "You're welcome, Max, anytime. Now we have to get going, because we have a big fight going on." And I
Mhm.
said, thanks for the help."
Of course.
And then I snuck on a lot of Jews.
That is a really brave thing you did. I should give you a reward. But considering by the fact that you are out of state, I'm gonna have to deliver it via mail.
Oh, okay. But after the aftermath of World War II, I was very sad for the Jews because they had to
Mm.
rebuild their lives because of Hitler.
That is true. Those Jews have been through a lot. And
Uh
in such a short amount of time, too.
huh. But I
Just
gave them some.
imagine just imagine the look on the children's faces. The poor things have been through so much.
And they lost their moms.
Mhm.
But I helped them and found them new homes.
That's good. Really good.
And I asked I asked the German government if I could help them, and then they said yes. And then they gave all the Jews some new homes and all that.
Excellent.
And you know what? I helped a British steam engine. His name was Edward.
Oh, you mean Edward from Sodor?
Yes, and
Or
then I said, "Edward, is that you? I heard that you were in the railway series." And then he said, "My safety valve burst and I need your help." And
oh,
I said, "Okay." Then and
you
then I
helped
helped
him
him.
out.
But along the way, German engines
Caught
German
you.
engines I was wanted at the time because I stole some Jews.
Right. They found you.
Again. And then while Edward and I were being chased, I decided to flip the switch. So my driver and fireman flipped the switch. And guess what? They were going way too fast and crashed into a factory.
Ah, jeez. Well, it kind of serves those German engines right for messing with you.
Uh-huh. And guess what? The factory was was a was an ex, was a factory that was making explosions, and
Oh,
they crashed into the machines and they exploded.
well, that's a quick and painful death.
Uh-huh. And after that, I was and after that the that was their German factories, like for the Nazis to make explosives.
Mm-hmm.
But they needed that because they don't need explosives to hurt people.
Yeah.
You know
They
what?
only need.
You only
Hmm?
need the. Oh, I need to shut my mouth.
Uh, No. Okay. Well, I don't have anything to say, but the people only need nuclear explosive in cases of emergency. Other than that, they're not really all that needed. But
Mm-hmm.
if but there are consequences with radioactive missiles.
Yep.
If they are launched into the wrong area and the radioactive fallout infects critters and animals, they mutate and turn into something far worse. I've heard it turns out my friend Shin Godzilla was one such creature, but it wasn't because of nuclear missiles. It was because of a radioactive hydrothermal vent, which are a type of volcano that are at the bottom of the ocean, but instead of shooting magma, they shoot boiling hot water filled with nutrients. But in that hydrothermal vent's case, it was radiation. And Shin Godzilla was a baby frilled shark at the time, and as he
Mm-hmm.
swam too close, he got mutated and transformed into a sort of hideous eel-like creature. And every 1 million years, he transformed into something that adapted for different environments. He grew legs to help him walk on land. He grew lungs and arms until finally, just recently, last year in July, he grew wings and now has the capability to fly, along with shooting out his atomic breath and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. And guess what? For my railroad, we had an engine named Thunder.
What about him?
He was a 482 mountain type, and guess what? He was a nice engine though. But
That's good.
but two engines hated him and decided to get him into trouble.
Mm.
And you know what they did?
What'd they do?
They accused some of the engines accused him from spreading rumors, telling them that the engines were bad and useless and that he was better than them. But Thunder would never say that. And guess what?
What?
The engines told Mr. Michael, and Mr. Michael punished him for freight trains
Uh,
and decided to
Talk
not.
about mistreatment.
And you know what?
Hmm?
He wasn't allowed at the sheds though
Mm.
to stay with some friends, and he decided to work with Grand. And Grand told him it's that it wasn't him, and that he will. And Mr. Michael knows that.
Hmm.
And you know what? On one day, he was pulling a freight train until one of the freight trains of what Gower was pulling snapped. And guess what? I was a good
What?
friend of him when he arrived,
Oh, that's good.
and I
But
trusted.
but you said the train snapped.
I
Did it
know, but
did it like the coupling rod snap and there was a runaway train or something?
yes, but can I tell you something?
Sure, what is it?
I was a good friend of him because I was on his side because I believed him
That's good. Good for you.
because daylight number 4449 one
Mhm.
and one of my be- and daylight number 4444 didn't didn't like Thunder either, or well, he didn't like Thunder because he spread the rumors, and I thought it was him, and guess what? And Lorenzo believed him,
Oh,
and so is
jeez.
the Colorado twins.
Jerks.
Beck and I decided that it was best that we decided that we were on his side because we didn't believe the engines.
Mm.
Four engines. One of their names are Smokey and Doki. They didn't like Thunder and
Now
thought that
that's just mean.
they thought that they were being
Why do
replaced.
some engines have to treat other engines the wrong way? I mean,
Uh-huh.
they didn't do anything wrong to deserve such stuff.
And they got a lot of attention because of their silliness and their funniness, but
Hmm.
their attention was taken. They thought their attention was taken away, and so they decided to spread rumors and telling that he was a bad engine and he caused
Hmm.
a lot of trouble in his past.
Now that just ain't cool.
And you know what?
Hmm?
Back when my coupling snapped, there was some running white cars saying, "We broken the loose. We broken the loose."
Oh no.
And then Thunder was there at the time, and he tried to stop the train. And guess what?
What?
He was going way too fast and hit the bend. And you know
Oh
what?
jeez.
His front
What?
pilot derailed when he came because he was leaning against the bend when he was going fast.
Mm.
His front pilot wheels derailed and caused him to crash into a muddy ditch.
Hmm.
Thankfully, he wasn't hurt, but he had a little bit of damages on his on his front because his cow catcher had been dented and his side rods were gone.
Mm.
But he was repaired and soon missed. And after the accident, Smokey and Doki felt bad, and they decided to come clean to Mr. Michael. And Mr. Michael was furious and saying, "You two should have done that. You should have
Mm.
done that to to a poor little steam locomotive. You two are punished. No passenger trains and no rest. You will be taking you'll be taking freight trains for 2 months straight."
Serves 'em right.
They felt bad and they decided to apologize to Thunder. But Thunder just gave himself some time, and a few days later, he forgave them.
That's good.
And the other engines apologized for being rude to him,
Yeah.
and that they'll never jump to conclusions ever again.
Mhm. That's a lesson that needs to be learned by a lot of engines.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, anyways, this story was based off of a close shave
A
from
close.
Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends.
Mm.
I decided to make an own version of mine.
Hmm.
So it's nice to meet you, Princess Margaret.
It's nice to meet you too, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Will Train Boy 11 return? I
I
mean,
really don't know.
'cause Margie says he makes the live streams a bit less foreign and stuff like that. No offense.
Hey, Princess Margaret,
Yeah?
how you heard about Vicente?
This. Oh, you mean that kid that keeps interrupting Margie whenever she tries to speak? I've heard of him. She told me
Uh-huh.
about him.
Yeah, he needs to learn that he needs to learn to stop interrupting people.
True. And I know someone who keeps interrupting me.
Who?
Celine. Celine, the streamliner I told you about.
Oh.
Yeah, the one in the North car shop that all the engines there have to deal with. I bet I already told you that about how annoying she is. Thankfully, I'm only here temporary, but I feel sorry for Father because he has to stay here all the time. But
The
I
stream-
mean, he likes hanging out with Margie. I mean, she keeps him company and stuff like that and helps him through the tough times. I mean,
Mhm.
that's what she does best. Oh, do you want to know something that happened recently?
What?
Well, actually, it was back on Halloween. Theodore, my brother, the 40 big boy 4014, he forgot to bring his bag, so he couldn't collect Halloween candy the normal way. And since his tender was full and he didn't have that much room in his cab, there was only one place for him to put them.
What?
His mouth. And me, my siblings, Margie, Rogue, Shin, and my father were wondering, why is Theodore so quiet? He's usually the most talkative of us. And when we got back to the roundhouse, uh, we asked him about why he was silent, and his face turned so red. I thought I thought he was a tomato, but then he burped out the candy wrappers. And he already ate the candy, and he's like, I forgot my bag. And we just stared and then busted out laughing. Theodore's face was so red like a tomato. I swore he was gonna faint from embarrassment. Yeah, but I mean, it was pretty strategic. I mean, how else are you gonna keep candy if you're not only your tender is full and your cab isn't big enough, you're gonna have to keep them in your mouth. Plus, you
Uh-huh.
get to eat them prematurely and just spit out the wrappers afterwards. I think my prankster brother Beckham, the 4012, would do that too, because you know he's all about being funny, along with Oscar and Alexandra.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
I know my family sometimes has a weird sense of humor, but I mean it's worth it because it makes us laugh. that's 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 the important part. I mean, we all need humor in our lives, even after the sad parts.
Princess Margaret, guess what?
Hmm?
I'm gonna get a Trackmaster Gordon with my own. I got a Trackmaster Gordon with my own allowance.
I heard. I heard you from the live stream because Margie, I was just puffing by when Margie started it, when
Uh
she
huh.
joined you.
And I was very happy because I'll get Gordon. Because did you know that Gordon was a very rare Trackmaster model?
Oh, really? Huh.
Yes, he's very rare, and I hope to get Edward too,
Cool.
and James as well.
Sweet.
Princess Margaret,
Hmm.
what's your favorite character of Thomas and Friends?
Including mainland engines or
Sodor engines.
okay, Sodor engines. When it comes to the engines that have lived on Sodor, it's Gordon, the Flying Scotsman's brother. Cause I mean, he's pretty funny when he doesn't get his way. He's like, "Oh, the indignity!" And I just bust out laughing every single darn time. I know, it's not really funny in his opinion, but to me and Scotsman, it's hilarious. along with the other engines on Sodor. We all just bust out laughing, and it just it's just so funny, you know.
Mm-hmm. Did this candy thing happen in real life?
Oh yeah, it did. It happens just back in 2022 when we went trick or treating on Halloween.
Uh-huh.
Theodore was so embarrassed. I swear to God, I swear to God, his face was just as red as a beet. I've never seen his face so red before.
I want to show you a video.
Sure. What is it?
5 things you shouldn't do with your HO scale trains.
Oh.
No, I don't like ads.
Yeah, ads are really annoying.
Alright then, here's the video.
I,
Shouldn't do with your HO scale trains. 1. Throw it.
oh,
2. Rub
that. What? I don't know what to think of this.
My Bachman train will Number
Uh,
3. Put them on
at least they're diesels and not steam engines.
Presbyterian.
Because if they were steamies, I would have been really mad.
Let your little brother have it.
Uh, this ain't funny. Turn it off.
Oh, it's funny to me.
Well, it ain't funny no more. 'Cause we formed a peace treaty with the diesels. And they're
Oh.
our friends now.
Oh, but this is not a real diesel. It's just a model.
I know. But it just reminds me of when the steamies and the diesels were in their own form of war.
Oh.
Yeah, but unlike human wars, which involved explosions and fighting, ours was
Yeah.
just competitions and stuff. See how many humans would pay more attention to who, and who is stronger and faster. And of course, it's us steam engines. Because,
Oh.
I mean, we're bigger and stronger and faster, considering the streamliners, of course.
Yeah,
Except
sorry
for Celine.
at it. Sorry I laughed at it.
I mean, it is your opinion, but I wouldn't laugh at it if I were you.
Cause that's how you not treat engines.
No, we don't treat engines like that. Nobody does. Even model trains.
Oh, it's just so funny to me. But I don't do that in real life because I want to get in trouble by my mom or dad.
Of course.
Because they're
That
a
is,
lot of money.
yeah, that's just it. They are really expensive, and especially when it comes to restoring a real steam locomotive. I mean, I was destined for over $1 million. And that's a lot.
Ooh.
And if it wasn't for Rogue, the RRHMA wouldn't have wasted so much. But they still have to because of Stuart and Alexandra. Why couldn't they just fix Alexandra as well? Never mind. I mean, she wants to experience real fix up, not with magic or nothing. But don't get me wrong, she likes Rogue, but I mean, she prefers to be rebuilt the natural way.
Mm-hmm. Do you like water?
Huh?
Do you like water?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it helps me with fuel and stuff. I need to drink it every once in a while.
Me too,
I
but
mean-
I like drinking Coke.
Well, Margie prefers apple cider. And if I were to make any modifications to my drinks, I would just add flavoring in my water.
What kind of
Which-
flavor?
Strawberry. That reminds me, another funny thing. Beckham, he was in well, actually, Theodore was in an interview with Pierre Marquette 1225, and Theodore found out that 1225 drinks Kool-Aid instead of water for his boiler, and they both just cracked up so much that they were crying and stuff. It was so hilarious, and that video became popular all over TrainTube, which is basically the locomotive version of YouTube and stuff. And it was so funny. Even my father reeled back laughing so hard I swore he would have busted a boiler too. Oh my god, that gets me every time.
And
anyways,
guess
I have to get going. Margie is busy and needs help with something.
oh,
We'll see each other again soon, Max. I promise.
all right.
See ya.
See ya. So, anyways, I'm going to have to end the stream here, and it's been great. And see y'all.